Hi, I'm Maya. Today I'm here with Layla and Shawnees, two members of DECA who just went to districts. So, where were districts?
Districts were in King of Prussia at the Crown Plaza.
Okay. And did you stay anywhere overnight?
No, it was a day trip and we came back the same day.
All right. And when were they?
DECA districts were last Monday, the Monday that just passed this week.
Was it like a whole day thing?
Yes, we came to school, and right when first period started, that's when we left to go to the competition, and we didn't get back into to the school until 6.
So, who was invited? Did all of DECA go?
So, competition is an optional part of DECA. So, if you want to join DECA, you don't have to do competition, but anybody who wanted to do competition came. So, I'm going to say maybe 40 DECA members went.
So, what were some of the groups that competed?
Well, there's two different events. There's an individual event and a team event, and they also have the fashion portion. So you could participate in a variety of different topics such as entrepreneurship, business relations, finance, food and travel, everything like that. And you can compete as an individual, so just yourself, or team, like a partner, which is what me and Shawnees did.
All right. And can you just go through how did the competitions work?
So when we arrived, we first met in like a conference room kind of thing, and they talked us through what we were going to be doing for the day. And then we went into a room to take our test about whatever topic we chose, and for me and Layla, it was entrepreneurship. And then you would have some sort of intermediate break where you could go across to the King of Prussia Mall to eat before or after your role-playing session, and that was basically through the day. And then at the end, we had dinner and the award ceremony.
So, it was more of a written test or interactive?
It was a written test. It's 100 questions.
And how's it graded? It's graded that day?
Yes, it's a Scantron, and so when you go to the awards, your test is weighted into your placement.
And were there a lot of other schools there?
There were 6 other schools.
All right. And who were some of the winners in each category?
Well, Shawnees and I got first for role play, and we got second overall for our category. We had Bryce, who got second for fashion and sixth in his category. Julietta got fourth. Who else?
Tiara, I think she got 3rd in her category.
There were a lot of DECA members from our school that placed because a lot of the schools, they had lots and lots of kids, but most of our DECA members placed or got some type of acknowledgement or award here one way or another.
That's great. Is this your first year going to districts?
Yeah, this is our first year in DECA and our first year going to districts.
What were some hardships you guys faced?
I think it was very nerve-wracking to go with a complete stranger who's much older than you, and they could be intimidating sitting across from them and having to discuss your plan.
I also thought that since it was our first time, we didn't really know what to expect when it came to the test. But if we got lots of sample exams and practice exams beforehand from Mr. Shaw, so I felt like we had a decent amount of preparation beforehand. So once you get in there, it isn't as bad as you think.
And what were some fun things? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was probably the moments before the awards were announced, because we got to just sit with our school and we got to talk about how we think we did. We got to eat dinner and dessert, and we got to just reflect on our day.
I think that if you think you did not so well, talking to other people kind of calms your nerves down. So it was good to, at the end of it, kind of regroup with all of our friends and see how everybody did. I also liked being able to go to the mall and kind of having some sort of free time before we had to be back.
And what else does DECA have coming up this year?
DECA does a lot of socials together because we want to involve team bonding and stuff like that. So we just had a cookie social yesterday, and we have a lot of fun things we do as groups. They'll do Pollyanna and other things, but I think there's volunteering coming up. So if you're interested in that, you could also do that for DECA.
All right. And is there any way people can still join?
You can still join DECA if you go to Mr. Shaw whenever throughout the day. You can ask him for a permission slip, and then you just have to pay the fee and you'll be in. And then you can still, if you didn't go to district competition, you can make it to states if you write an essay.
So if competition aspect is like your thing, but you feel as if that you didn't do well at districts or you didn't want to go to districts, there's other ways to go to states, such as writing some type of essay or putting a manual together. So if you don't do well, it's not the end of the world.
Right. Is there anything else you guys like to add?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you guys. And back to the hosts.